Guys, I want to start with something pretty big. Shaq, we've talked about this guy endlessly, but now it looks like that the Ben Simmons Philadelphia 76ers experiment is going to end ugly. So where do you think, Charles, that Ben is going to be at the start of the season? Do you think he'll be in Philly, or do you think they just can't do it anymore?
Well, I'm disappointed in Ben Simmons. Michelle, when you give somebody $200 million to dribble a stupid basketball, and the only thing you ask them is be better as a player, and their first response is, I don't want to play here anymore. That disappoints me as a player. It disappoints me as a fan. They're not asking him to come over and play with his kids. They're not saying, hey, come over here and cut my grass. They're saying, Ben, we need you to learn how to shoot the basketball. And his first response is, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair to the 76ers. He took their money. They're only asking him to be a better basketball player. But like I say, you know, the toothpaste out the tube. The players run the league now.
Right.
But to me, this is very disappointing as a player.
But you also have a lot of times those players, you talk about the toothpaste out of the tube and the players running the league. I do think I hear a lot of those players, Shaq, who speak up and who say things now. They are accomplished players. You hear LeBron saying that. You hear, you know, in his age, D Wade, those players who had, as Shaq says, G14 classification. Ben Simmons doesn't have that, right?
And I was just about to talk about that.
Yeah.
I have G14 classification to say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
And so does Charles Barkley. Ben Simmons, you're not that good. And then in this league, do you want to be good or do you want to be great? You're not great. You're pretty good. Pretty good is not great. You've been pretty good at LSU, pretty good in high school, pretty good. But if you want to get to that next level, you have to be great. And to be great, you have to work on your game. Don't be putting pictures on your Instagram or your Ferrari or what actress you're hanging around with. When you play for a town like Philadelphia, Boston, LA, Miami, hard-working town, they don't give a shit about none of that. They want you to come, work hard, and play hard. I was at that game 6 when that man didn't even look at the basket. I was there. And I know as a player, first thing I do is I look in the player's eyes. That man was out there terrified. And, you know, terrified, not terrified of playing, but terrified of being fouled and missing free throws. Forget all that. And it's the same thing I told Giannis when I saw him. I said, look, man, forget that. 3 things going to happen. You're going to make it, you're going to miss it, or you're going to shoot an air ball. But if you dominate, some of the time / most of the time, free throws won't even matter. And Ben Simmons can dominate. You're a 6'9", powerful guard, averaging 18 without a jump shot. Just think about what you average if you develop a little 15-footer. So, yes, you do have to work on your game. And, yes, when you get paid $200, $300 million, you have a responsibility. You know, a lot of these people, you hear from your followers how good you are, how great you are, but you're hearing from some OGs right now. You ain't that damn good. And I said it, and I said what I said. And Chuck said what he said. If you don't like it, do what you got to do. But you ain't that damn good.
Well, you know what's amazing? In game 4 through 7 against Atlanta Hawks, he did not take it. Game 4 through 7, he never attempted a field goal in the fourth quarter. That's impossible. That's impossible. I mean, like,
that's
wait a
wild.
minute.
I didn't know that stat. That's wild.
Yeah. If game 4 through 7 never took a shot in the fourth quarter, and you're making $35 million a year.
$35 million a year.
Wow.
And you they got to pay you for at least 4 more years. So we really talking about a guy who's going to make $40 million. And the only thing the Sixers have said to him, yo, man, you got to get better. And his first response, instead of saying, no, you know what? I got to get better as a player. His response is, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't think that's right. That ain't right at all, plain and simple.
What's crazy, when you see the videos that he put up, he's making those shots that he didn't take. Like,
making them, yes.
With ease, all nets, all that. It's crazy.
Hey, Spice, I live in Philadelphia during the summer. This is the 3rd year in a row they put up them Bush jump shots during the summer. Hey, I'm not falling, but this is so funny. Because I'm in Philly all summer, so I get asked this question every day. This will be the 3rd year in a row that he put up all these things during the summer, him shooting jump shot. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe anymore. That's exactly what it is.